Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Dr. Beverly Wixon. So, my question for you today is why aren't you rich? I know you probably say you want to be rich, right? I mean, most people say that. I know people who say it all the time. I'm going to be rich someday. I'm going to be rich someday. I'm going to be rich someday. Well, here's the thing. When you're saying someday, you're telling your mind, I'm going to be rich someday, your subconscious is saying, but that's not today. That's like, I'm going to die someday, but not today. See what I mean? When you're saying someday never comes. It's not a day of the week. It's not a day of the month. It's not a day of the year. It is not a day. So if you're going to so if you're saying, I have $5,000 in the bank, I have $10,000 in the bank, I have $100,000 in the bank, don't say someday. Give it a deadline. It's a self-imposed deadline. Just like when I was working on my doctorate, I always had a deadline out here. The professor had a deadline. My self-imposed deadline was always a week before. Was always a week before that, so that I could make sure that I got things done, especially during Star Wars weekends, because I didn't want to work too much on the weekends. Although I did take my books up there several times and sit and read because we were there 24 hours a day. So anyway, I digress. And I have someone pulling into my driveway. Don't know who. Don't know why. So I'll get back to that. I'll get to that in a second. Um, Although I have a feeling I'm going to have to get out of my car. I think I'm going to have to stop and go see what's going on. Oh, maybe not. So anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize for that. I forgot where I was. So if we're talking about someday, it's not a day, so we don't know what's going on there. So we need to look at it as, give yourself that self-imposed deadline. I have, I earned an extra $100 this week. I earned an extra $100 by Sunday. I earned an extra $100 by the end of the week. By the 1st of February, I have saved this much money. By, and maybe that's not on top of everything. Maybe it is on top of everything else you've saved. But I know I used to say things like, I have this much income coming in, X number of dollars income. And I did already. So I wasn't adding anything to it. And what I meant to do was add that. I meant to, increase that, say like that's extra income that's coming in from this direction. Even though I don't believe you have to you can't get focused and attached to the direction money's coming in. But it's okay to say it. It's okay to think it sometimes. It's okay to want it that way, as long as if it comes from another direction, you're cool with it. If you're wanting an extra $5,000 to come in through your business, but instead you get a refund check for $5,000, just be cool with it. Be grateful for it and love it and welcome it in and thank it for coming to you. So don't get attached to the direction. And when you say that date, I want to save $5,000 in the next month. If you get to 4,000, you save $4,000, be massively grateful. If you had said nothing, if you had not set that goal, you would have saved nothing. Or you might have saved $5 or $10. You would not have saved $4,000 if you did not set the goal. So set the goal for how much money you want to save and give it a deadline. And think about what you need the money for, where it's going to go. These are all things I talk about with my clients. And right now, I've got capacity for one new one-to-one client. I have room for that. And it's a 90-day program. Save $10,000 in 90 days. You can do it. So if you'd like to get more information on that, type the word awakening, and I'll send you the link to have an abundance awakening call with me, and we'll get you started. If it's a right fit. Only if it's a right fit. Because, I don't work with everybody. I did that in the past where I worked with people who really didn't want to change. And if you don't want to change, that's okay. Just keep listening. Maybe it'll happen yet later. Maybe it's just not yet. But if you deep down you want to change, let's chat. Talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye bye.